How are you doing? During this time of extreme social distancing and self-isolation and lockdown, we're all finding new habits. And one of my habits is to read the Bible a bit more. And not just to read it, but to think about it and ask God to show me something new, something fresh, because that's what He does. Well, let me read you something that I read recently. This is Jesus telling a story. Suppose you have a friend and you go to him at midnight and say, "Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread. A friend of mine on a journey has come to me and I have no food to offer him." And suppose the one inside answers, "Don't bother me, the door is already locked and my children and I are in bed. I can't get up and give you anything." I tell you, even though he will not get up and give you the bread because of friendship, yet because of your shameless audacity, he will surely get up and give you as much as you need. Well, the disciples have been asking Jesus, how should we pray? Teach us to pray. And he'd given them some words, some ideas, a passing, if you will. And then he went on to say something a bit more, which is evocative of this phrase, shameless audacity. And the way most people interpret that is, so it's about persistence. Don't just ask once, but keep asking, keep asking. And that's got to be a good thing, right? Not to give up, to keep on keeping on. But I think of this situation in this way. There's you, and you have 2 friends. One of them is a journey person. They're on a journey. They think they'll drop in on you. I don't know why, but they do. It's an odd time. They drop in on you, and you want to look after them, give them a bit of grub, but you don't have anything. You weren't expecting this, and you're a bit unprepared. Then you have another friend, and you go to that person and you say, "Can you give me some bread?" Knowing that he can. Maybe he's a baker or storekeeper, whatever, but you're not going to waste your time going and asking somebody you don't think has any grub. So you go to this person and you know he's got something that you need and he can give you. And not unnaturally, he refuses. He's put all his kids to bed, he's gone to bed, he's locked up, that's it. He's not getting up. He's got what you need, he can give it you, but he don't want to, and I don't blame him. The audacity of knocking somebody up. I mean, your journeyman friend isn't his friend. And the guy with the bread that you're dependent on now, he's not known to your journeyman friend. And that's the key, I think. There's a love triangle here. You must be in love with your journeyman friend. And he must be in love with you to know that he can, at any time of day or night, come and call on you and say how you doing and hang out with you. And he's probably not that bothered about having any grub or not. He just wants to see you because he loves you. You must have something about you that appeals to him. And then you've got another friend who you think you can knock up in the middle of the night and keep banging on about, just give me some bread because I really need to look after my other friend. What are these 2 friends of yours, the guy in bed, the bed guy, and the journeyman guy, the B and the J? They don't know one another, but B has got something that J could use, and J will be amazingly impressed with what B is doing for him, and he doesn't even know him. And so, because you have got these 2 love relationships, a third leg of the triangle opens up between the B guy, the guy in bed, and the J guy, the journeyman guy. And that's my phone talking to me. technology. And maybe that's what prayer really is. It's growing a love network through prayer. We know that the allegory is that God is in bed, but God never slumbers or sleeps. And we know that the journeyman friend is all of us on a journey and looking for friendship. And to me, to think that the J guy is put in touch with the B guy must think, this other friend must be very, very special, very, very special indeed. There must be something, I'd like to know more about him. And the J guy must think, boy, this B guy, he's really something to get up in the middle of the night and give a stranger bread. But when you pray, what you're doing when you're praying for somebody is you're introducing them to God. This is your awesome responsibility to put people in touch with God. Maybe they already know God and love God and have a relationship with God, but they need to be put back in contact with God. There are some ways that some people will only ever be touched by God if you pray. You have this awesome responsibility. And the shameless audacity is a good thing and it's a commended thing. But the consequences of that, of keep praying, keep being mindful, keep being aware of who God is and how gracious and merciful and loving He is, and who your friends are, and how wonderful they are to you, how wonderful it would be for them to have an even more spectacular relationship with God. This is what I think Jesus is saying. He's saying it to me. I'm discovering Luke's gospel in a whole new way. I'm taking another Luke. May God bless you and keep you and protect you through this epidemic. And may you know increasingly His unconditional and limitless love. Clean hands, open hearts.